There is, however, another way of thinking about the tracking that I just showed you. Let's not worry too much about the mean shifting part of it, and just this idea of using the color distribution as the matching of the color distribution, the similarity, as a sensor model, okay? Because when we do this mean shift and we're tracking the single peak, we're a little bit back to like our Kalman universe, right? Where the idea was there's a single hypothesis. We could just use the similarity function, the matching function of the color distributions, as the sensor model for particle filtering. That is, your particles spread out, and they want to say, well, what's the probability of getting this sensor measurement if that's actually my state? Well, you can simply say, well, it's just a measure of how close the color distribution is using that Bhattacharya distance or some other way of comparing distributions. And in fact, people have done this, and now I have to show you a totally unfair slide. And the reason it's unfair is this slide I was looking at, this is in a presentation given online talking about mean shift. I don't actually know the source of this picture, so I can't give you the reference to go look it up, etc. And then they show this interesting thing where the mean shift is tracking this cute little kid and then falls apart. Okay? Now, why would it fall apart? This is a little bit sneaky. You'll notice this brown envelope, cardboard box in the background. It has some color distributions similar to the face of the kid. So if you've ever thought little kids are really pretty much cardboard boxes, you're right. Or at least that's what mean shift says. And then what they showed is that if you used a particle tracker, particle filter tracker, it falls off a little bit. See, it fell off, but then it catches back on. That's what particle filters do, right? They entertain multiple hypotheses, so even if some weird hypothesis is looking good, as long as the real one eventually becomes better, it'll come back to it, and that's what it's showing here. But basically, the idea is you can use the similarity function of the two color distributions as your sensor model for a particle filter. And this relates to this idea of what I said before, that particle filters really are pretty flexible. You can pull out whatever sensor model you want to use as long as you can put it within this Bayesian framework of P of z given x.